Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. We're having technical difficulties at the moment, and we've got one mod giving us a bit of strife. So, let me update you. It's Farming Simulator 22 Monopoly. We're back. Minus a DJ today, and Patrio and Smudolini here with me. So I might as well say hello to them, even though they're not in yet, trying to sort out this problem. But, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, quite well, thank you very much. Looks like that has worked finally, so I'm just joining in.
Okay, it tells me to download 3 mods, but when I click on the link, there are no mods available.
The in-game mod hub is funny. Go to the... is it the tick or the one with the circling arrows? You have to like go into the wet pending update and then download and start each one.
That's annoying.
Yep.
And then you gotta shut it down because it won't do it for you and restart the game. Which is also annoying. Just trying to resort myself out. It is hot here, ladies and gentlemen. I've opened up some windows, so hopefully it won't be too loud. Then again, on a day like this, my neighbours, they should be in the pool, really. Making the most of it. But we'll see how we go. The dog might bark a couple of times.
There we go.
Like that.
Incoming. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wonderful, fine, stormy morning over here. Very windy.
I was supposed to have a storm yesterday, but worst we got was a little bit of cloud cover between 12 noon to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise it was just muggy and light wind.
Fun.
Yeah, it's hot here, mate. I've never seen the grass so brown during summertime. Had a bit of rain earlier on this week, but not enough to write home about. Right, let's figure out what I'm doing here. I'm doing some sewing and I'm doing some sitting around. And some sitting around. Okay. Spraying. Field 50. Alright, now I'll get this on the way while I wait for those guys to come in. I also need... hello. I think I need some herbicide while I'm at it too. I better buy some of that. Now DJ was doing some baling. I decided to leave his as is because it's grass and it'll take a little time to... Well, I don't think it will hinder us much in the contract things. Yeah. What am I doing?
And he will be back on Tuesday? Tuesday, Patrio?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
we hope that he will be back on Tuesday, won't we?
So we've got a Mr. Patrio. What's you in it, Smudo? Actually, I didn't get a synchronizing thing come up.
I'm still loading. Taking for bloody ever.
Okay, what did I just press? Interesting I haven't got that side up, but I'm sure I just... Oh, wrong one. I put up Bandit, not Patrio. And that reminds me, here he comes. I've also got to bring that site up for the Wheel of Choices. I've totally forgotten about, so let me just open up a new tab and move it. And where are you? Where are you? No, that's the problem, is it? Right, bring you up. And close ad. Just have to move DJ today. And full screen it. If I move over here, full screen it. And then Alt Tab for that one. Alt Tab back to Streamlabs and Alt Tab back into the game. See, I'm organised today. Wonderfully organised. Okay, Smudo's not in yet, by the looks of it, from what I can see, but you were synchronised before. Oh, there we go.
There.
Right, back up to 5 times speed.
Alright, I was doing straw.
So this needs to go to field 50, I believe. 50. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Wasn't. No, what are you doing? Don't drive into a post.
Okay, can I now see all my tractors even though I'm not in them? That's interesting.
Yep. You can see them all. It's probably able to do it, but that was a new update for the vehicle inspector mod, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. It's been improved, new and improved. Actually, I was watching Ducks early the other day, and he had one off the mod hub, or what might have come on the mod hub, another one which was different, which looked pretty much the same on the right-hand side though. And I thought I liked the way it looked, and you could customise and stuff. And I downloaded it, and I couldn't figure out. I didn't have the time or brain power at the moment to do that. And then next day, this one came out looking exactly the same on the left-hand side, which was where I prefer it. And yeah, truck good. It gives you all sorts of information. And I think there was something else I updated, I can't remember what it was. Now, if I leave you up to just a normal AI worker, are you able going to sort this out yourself? Hope so. Which means I can come back in here and drive to field 50 myself. Which is right here. How's that for timing? Whoa. Sensitive with the steering, aren't you? And now the enhanced vehicle mod's changed a wee bit. I can no longer press the button to bring up my lines that I used to be able to do. I had to change it. He's changed it a bit, so now I've actually got to snap to it before the lines will show. Fantastic. And then I can use the old button to adjust the lines. That I'm not sure about. I think I like the old way better.
I'm just thinking I'm going to have to belt my graphics settings over the head with the hammer after the stream. Because last weekend I was having a couple of issues with Steam between the way I'm playing it on Linux. So it's long story short, I had 2 different versions of Steam running, which was not the right way to do it. Cleaned that up, worked it out, got it sorted. But it's reset all my graphics options to the hardware profile of everything very high. But that game doesn't like that when I'm trying to run OBS, Discord. The only thing I'm not running that JJ's running is the server side of the game. And so my poor little i5 CPU is not really enjoying it.
Well, that's the other thing, you're not running an i7.
Yeah, I mean, when I built my machine, it was designed to be 1080p capable for single player, and just mid-range spec for the price, which, I mean, again, what I can do with it, I'm quite surprised. So I don't need an i7, I don't game that hard, but it's just moments like these where it's like, I need to dial things down and adjust it and poke and prod just to get it to sit happy. It's one of those things that, like, you know, if I look at the ground, I get 40, 50 FPS, but if I look up and look at the distance, it drops down to 25.
Yeah. I didn't realise how much
also
of a difference an i5 and an i7 is in graphics. No. Because my son had an i5 and I had an i7, and playing Call of Duty Black Ops, he ended up stopped playing it because there was so low frames on it. And we both had the same video card at the time too. So, but now he's got my old one. a CPU that is a motherboard. But yeah, I mean, technically, the last couple of days I've ended up playing Black Ops, not Black Ops, Call of Duty Vanguard, and I had unlimited frame rate on it because for some reason it wasn't tearing the screen as it normally did when I had unlimited frames, because I've only got the 60Hz monitor, so yeah. Which will VSync, generally I need about 80 frames per second before I don't get any screen tearing, but for some reason the graphics card and motherboard, I get really bad screen tearing, really bad screen tearing over those frame rates all the way through, so I had to stick with VSync, and my monitor, unlucky for me, is FreeSync, not G-Sync either, so that doesn't help. It doesn't work. And yeah, just all of a sudden playing it the other day, and yeah, high frame rates, but I was trying to stream it and I thought it'd be fine because these video cards, the 3000 series, are supposed to have a separate processor on it for streaming, to do the streaming separate from the other one which does the game, but I still had problems, weird frame rate drops and all sorts.
Yeah, well, that's just the way with computers. Could be a number of things. But speaking of VSync and G-Sync, that's one that got me was I work at a, well, as many may know, I work in a white goods and brown goods retail warehouse, and the Samsung TVs, they're like 75 inches or 65 inches with G-Sync technology. I'm like, who's using a PC to game on a 65-inch plasma or else 4K LCD?
Probably a lot of people, because even with 4K, there's... I thought I had this... Turn display... Jeez, I'm struggling with this lemon thing today. It's the heat, ladies and gentlemen. It is unbelievably hot. And it's weird. Like I said, temperatures is not way high. It's just this summer, this heat. It's a different heat than I've ever felt before. It just feels really hot for the temperature we've got than it used to. So, unless we're actually a lot of humidity around, which could explain it. Maybe I've been away from humidities for so long I've forgotten now what it feels like. But, yeah.
I was going to say, if it wasn't for the fact that you're using your wheel and pedals, I'd say get yourself a little tub and put some ice water in it, rest your feet.
Well, that's why I've left the windows open today. Take the risk. I mean, I expect the neighbour's dog to bark a little bit because it's a puppy and it's a dog, and that's what dogs do, bark. So it loves doing that. It's just the only thing I've got to worry about, really. I mean, normally I have it shut because it's their backyard, so they're going to go out and do stuff as they should, especially on a day like this, stuck inside. So I've got to keep my windows open, but I thought I'll take the risk today and see how we get on, because it's just way too hot to not do it. Right, so I've completed that one. What else have we got? I'll take that because I've already got it attached. Field 73. Where you be? Way down the other end. So yeah, I've got sweat dripping off my forehead at the moment. Got a bit of a breeze. It's not making much of a difference.
Yeah, I thought this was a PG stream, dude. Stop the sexy talk.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, mentioning the breeze. How can you contain yourself?
No, I was more talking about the sweat dropping off your forehead.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
I watched too much anime, so.
Well, the one that made me laugh is one of the sales guys comes out to the warehouse and he's standing in front of our little portable aircon because we use that to try and maintain a bit of heat survivability inside the giant tin shed. The poor sales guys, the entire store is covered by evaporative air coolers. So yesterday when it was muggy, of course they weren't doing nothing. So he's coming out, he's almost like a hobo in front of a barrel, but instead of hot, it was cool. So he's just standing there, like, fanning his hands down and just trying to adjust his pore temperature.
I pity the fool.
Close enough, near enough is close enough. I haven't got the temperament to deal with this blooming thing today. The all-round steering. Well, technically it's all around the place steering. All over the place. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry about it. Needs be, I'll get a dictionary if I have to.
So who's got 6 bottles of herbicide just crammed? Is that DJ's?
Probably.
Yeah, I think every time he takes a new spraying contract, he forgets that he still has some. Wow, that was grammatical. So much mistakes. Many. Jesus. English good today.
Better than mine. That's sad for me, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't have the heat excuse.
Yeah, you got the German, it's your second language.
Well, and it's 10 to 2 in the morning, so I can always say I'm half asleep. Which, for the record, I am not, because I did have a good sleep before the stream today.
Yeah, my eyes have been all over the place.
Let me get comfortable
Which
here.
is a lot of fun when you wake up at a reasonable hour. I get plenty of sleep, but I rock up to work and I'm just like, I need at least another 2 hours nap. Running on fumes mentally.
Don't I? Yeah, I know what that's like, dude. I feel the world as a collective is running on fumes mentally at the moment. Due to all this nonsense.
Right. Come on, coffee, do something. Help me out here. I'd like to take this time to congratulate Frithgar for his silver play button he got from YouTube. Hopefully he's still got it. No, on YouTube they probably went, oh no, actually we want it back for a second. Oh no, you can have it back now. No, give it back to us please. No, you can have it back now. But yeah, congratulations to our good mate Frith, a wonderful YouTuber, Farming Sim. If you haven't seen him before, go check him out. I would actually put a link into chat, but oh, hang on, I can. What I could do is I can just never mind.
Ask for Patrio to do it for you.
Yeah, I was just going to lead forward and put it on my other account, but thankfully you did it because I was going to type an exclamation mark Frithgar. I forgot about that. So.
Yes, we all like to pull pranks on each other with funny names.
So, yeah, anyway, good on you, mate. Well deserved. And it couldn't happen to a finer bloke. Trust me. Deserves it better than someone else who's highly well known in the YouTube world for farming simulator content, unfortunately.
Let's not go there.
He's got way too many subs. By about 500,000, 1 million of them.
I was going to say, JJ, you're up and coming, and also you do a variety YouTube uploads, not just Farm Sim.
Yes, that might be going, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that or not, to be honest. It has a lot of things have crossed my mind this week. Hey, Brian, how are you, buddy? yeah, I have got so much going on in my life right now, I'll have to say, and my brain is not coping, so this is fun. But for the moment, I've seriously thought about redoing my schedule for the Twitch to knock off a few days, because I'm losing motivation and passion for it. Oh, I didn't really have passion, but no, I'm losing motivation. It's probably a phase I'm going through anyway, and maybe it's the heat and stuff having an effect, because a lot of people were feeling it this year. And yeah, doing the YouTube thing, because of increase of the cost of living. Of course, I pay a monthly thing for the editor, which might not be, well, I could do it, but I'll be better off without it, and there's not many people that watch the YouTube stuff anyway, which I didn't expect there would be. It was basically done, a lot of this channel's done on the just in case theory. Just in case for some reason people actually enjoy watching my content, watching me live stream, and then want to catch up on stuff and all that kind of things. So that was the reason for it. But then I found out, which has always been there, but that's just me, like most things in life are like an airplane to me. It just goes over my head. And I can highlight my videos, because I was relying on the VODs, and the VODs after a certain amount of time get taken down by Twitch. But if you highlight your video and you put them in categories, then they're there forever. I don't do YouTube, mate. I just put these streams up onto YouTube. I cut them up into 35-minute episodes. I did that because there's people that like live around your area or asleep, might come across me on Twitch, and the VODs, because you've got a whole 30 minutes of VODs, or 30 minutes, 3 hours of VODs, 4 hours of VOD there to watch. Some people don't have that amount of time to do that, and then sometimes you want to come back and you've got to try and find where you're up to, and it can be a pain in the backside. So I did it in 35-minute episodes and put them up onto YouTube, and originally I put them up 2 weeks after the stream, and then it got dropped down to 1 week, and now it's about 2 or 3 days after I stream it. It was just to give people options if they so choose, because it's a lot easier just watching a 35-minute episode if you've got a time for it. Then come back, and all you have to do to carry on from where you're up to is click on the next episode, instead of like with Twitch. Sometimes you come back and then you've got to go through the seek bar and try and pinpoint the actual second you're up to in a 4-hour long VOD, which is always a pain in the backside. So that was the reason for that. I don't actually do. I've never had any plans of doing YouTube. Well, I had plans, but I don't think I will. There's one thing if I did YouTube, there'll be one thing I'll do with this, the farming simulator game actually, and maybe with trucking sim. Farming simulator one, it might be a bit easier. But I'm saying that what I want to do, it's not going to be easy. It was something I probably could have done in my, shall we say, more lightened, happier days in my life, my more creative time in life, because I was a very creative person, very, very creative. Yeah, very creative, very funny, very, very funny. Constantly got told that I should have become a professional comedian, which I thought that was the biggest joke I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, what I want to do, I think, is a really, really good idea, but I don't know if I can do it, to be honest. Because it's involved trying to do a lot of laughs with the farming simulator and the whole concept, but I won't tell anyone, because just in case, if I tell someone and someone goes off and do it, I get nothing for it, and I might end up doing it, I don't know. Otherwise, you all have to miss out on my great idea. I just did this without collecting that contract, which got taken away. Damn it. Field 51, right next to Field 50 where I was before. I'll take that one. I will put this back. I was hoping to get that fertiliser. I was hoping to beat whoever it was to that big $3,000 fertilising job. Oh, now look, what I was thinking about, there's been new mods. Obviously the updates on this one since the last time we played, there's only been a couple, which was updating vehicle control add-on and the inspector mod up the top there. Looking very dapper and clean cut now, that one. But there's some mod hub ones that have come out, and one in particular which came out in 19 towards the end of 19 from the good old modder GTX, and he's brought it back out again. Nice of him to bring out all that stuff he's done before, except for the easy development controls. Thanks, mate. So hopefully he turns up. That's the one. I think that's the one that everyone really looking forward to, and it's probably the very last one.
Compliment, dude. You got
Yeah,
that down.
Oh no, mate! I just really wanted to know that. I was so appreciative. That's why I really put an influence. There'd be a word for it. Let me go get that dictionary I was talking about. I really put a oh jeepers.
Emphasis.
Thank you. Corrected by an Australian. That's a highlight of my bloody day. Emphasis on emphasis on the thank you. Yeah, there we go. Shall we move on now? Something like doesn't require words. That'll be really good. That'll be helpful as hell.
Alright, so we'll fire up a copy of Jackbox and we'll play Drawful.
Right. Let me bring those lines up again. So anyway, one of the mods, let me get back to the point of the story that, I started half an hour ago. One of the mods is the supply contract ones, which I wanted to try in 19, but it was rather pointless because obviously I was only playing the game when I was streaming it. I wasn't playing it any other time, unlike this one. And of course the stream we were using, we were contractors, and his supply contract one is really for people that own their own farms and stuff. So I've thought about putting that in, because that'll add a nice little extra thing to what make cash into the game. And there's a few others. I've got to go through the mods because I need to recheck what we got on this save and everything else like that, because I've got to put it in a separate folder. And I've got a separate folder for the non-mod hub ones, but I'd like a separate folder that only has the mods we're in, because I've already lost track of what we have and what we don't, so I haven't bothered. I might have added mods into the updates and into the actual mod download folder that aren't enabled here because I've forgotten whether or not I'll put them in. Because I'm every day, the first thing I do, well, it's not really the first thing I do, but it's pretty much the first thing I do on the PC, is I go through all the sites and check what new mods are about. So I'm downloading mods, putting them in the air there and everywhere. Plus I also go check mods for a certain person. That would be Frifgar, the silver play button man. For ones he's looking for as well, because he sends me a Christmas wish list and I tell him it's not December, bugger off. No, I tell him, yeah, no, it's fine, I'll have a look for him.
You crazy bastard.
Well, that's how much attention I've been paying to mods, because I only noticed this morning that the JCB, was it a telly truck? It's the size of a skid steer, drives like a forklift, and has a telescopic boom. It's the most adorable little loading thingy ever.
I'm going to I've given myself a project that because I like to do that, I like to set myself a goal in a project so, I can fail and feel really bad about myself. But you got the in-game profile liner thing for all the cartons and pallets and stuff. Now, I downloaded one that doesn't have the curtains that's on the mod hub. And this I'm going to do for myself, maybe for use on the multiplayer only. But I also found, which wasn't really hard, it just involved a bit of reading, a video on how to set up the auto-load specialization script onto one of those things. It looks rather easy. I can't say whether or not it sounded easy because I was watching the video in German. So, which is the modder. It was the modder himself that did the auto-load palette specialization script, showing you how to add it to other vehicles and stuff like that. So, and he's from Germany, so I was sort of hoping he did an English version of it, but he isn't. But I think I can pretty much see what he was doing anyway, because he showed everything. So I'd like to do that because I'd like to have a big one. Now I found one that was the Profiline of the Crane one, whatever it is, and it was good. Yeah, it picked up the pallets, did that. Good job on that one. Unloading them, however, no, it didn't like that idea and didn't do it. So I'd like to do that, and then I'd like to add it to the Giants one as well. So that'll be good. But then again, I've got another one here which is fine, which is a Farm Tech one. It's auto load, done by the guy that released a couple of mods on Mod Hub, and that wasn't one of them. But I'm trying to think of what those mods were. One of the balers with the big wide arms that go out and give all the hay a big hug and brings everyone together.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, Spanier or whatever his name is. Because he was releasing a lot of different types of auto load trailers using Archimobile's script, which he sort of stopped, and that was one of them, and that's really good because you get an option whether you want to have a 22 pallet or a 44 pallet option on it. Now, what I don't understand is why the heck haven't we got the bales yet? Because we've got auto load bale trailers. They don't work. Don't work like the auto load pallets because you put them on, you can't use your belts at all. Even worse, at least in 19 and 17, when you put your auto load trailer, even though they weren't on, which is pretty much what the bale ones are like in 22 at the moment. Even if you hit the straps wouldn't go over. They'll go across the deck of the trailer or whatever it was. But for them, if you wanted them to actually be strapped on, you had to unload your bales or bare pallets while they're on the trailer, onto the trailer itself, and then you could do the straps. But for some reason, these auto-load balers that we've had so far, you can't even do that. There's no straps to them whatsoever, which I prefer the straps. The whole reason for an auto-load trailer for me is so I don't have to bother with the stupid physics of forks and all that kind of stuff in this game, just to put it on. After that, I'd love it to be there. I'd love it to strap down. I love that little reality, and that's one of the best things about the pallet overload. That's didn't I start you useless bigger?
Yeah, the thing is, those trailers, I think the straps only disappear when you add the autoload, because I watched another YouTuber doing this stuff, and he has straps on these trailers, but he doesn't add the autoload.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think once the autoloads. I mean, that's so silly. But my point is, why hasn't it? Obviously, there's not a problem with putting bales on. And for actually watching the pallet autoload specialization GE video, I can pretty much think that the way he's done it and set it up, which is, like I said, actually looks relatively actually simple. Should be simple for the bales as well. So why haven't we had that added in yet? And why, especially with the packs that we got on Mod Hub, why can we only put the big bales on? I have found a trailer that takes all of them, so that is possible too. Well, it's not possible, it's current, it's, yeah, definite. I had a mod that does that. The only problem was, it was a tiny mod. It fit 3 big bales on. That was all it would take. 3 big bales. It was a tiny thing. But you
That's
could
really
add
practical then.
Yeah, but you can do all the small bales, which obviously you can put more small bales on, which I've given to Mr. Frithgard to try out, which he hasn't done as of yet, as far as I know. I actually wasn't going to give it to him. That was one of the things he wanted me to find for him, and I did, and then I looked at it and I thought, no, he wouldn't like that. And then I watched one of his videos and he said it was a small thing that would take this would be perfectly fine. So I had to go and hunt for it again and give him the link for it. So yeah. So there's things I've got to sort out, but like I said, like, recently I just haven't been in the headspace to be able to cope with it. I've just got a lot of